Did you know that everything in Linux is actually a file? This includes our list commands, our change directory, as well as things such as our hard drives and mice. Oh, wait, you don't believe me? Okay, I'll prove it to you. In Linux, this is actually a quite common, what's it called? Like a quite common idea, if you know what I mean. So, however, it's one of the most confusing for Linux beginners. So, let me prove this to you now. If we go to our root directory, so let's do our command cd, because cd for Linux beginners stands for change directory, and slash just means our root folder, or root directory, which is where our entire system lives, or everything lives really. So, let's do cd slash, and then in order to list the contents of our root directory, we use the command ls. And now, we find in our root folder, all these little files, folders, whatever you want to call them, live under here. But what we'll be mostly focusing on in this video is the bin, and dev, to prove what our video is all about. Everything in Linux is a file. So, if we change our directory to the bin folder, and by doing cd, bin, change directory bin, and then we list the contents of bin, we get all these files and commands let's say commands for now, that we use in our terminal, which is the things we're all typing all this in. But, let's see here. Can I find it? No, I can't find it, but there should be in this bin folder the ls command, the cat command, as well as, here we are, rm. So if our hypothesis is correct and every file in Linux is a file, we should be able to open one of these, right? So if we do cat, which is how you open up anything in Linux, and then ls, we should be able to open it. But it gives us all this when we open it with cat. So what is actually going on here? Well, we can't actually read this, because if you would be able to read it, you would be an alien, really. So this is what is known as compiled binary executable, a combined binary executable. Basically, what this means is our actual bin folder stands for binaries, and binaries is literally just machine code. Therefore, it's not in a format that humans can actually read, such as ASCII or UTF-8, hence why we can't read it. But whenever we use an ls command, what we are actually telling the Linux system to do is to do all of this on the thing we are listing. So, yeah, there's that. You can open an ls command. Additionally, if you want to see where any command or anything lives, you can use the command which, and then the command you want to see where it lives. For example, in this case, ls. So you typed in which ls. Hang on. Ooh, we're already messing up. Hang on. Let's go to here, and then we go back. Now let's type which ls. Okay, so I mean our which ls doesn't work for some reason, but here you go. I mean you can do it with any other command such as which cat, which rm, so you can see where it lives. I don't know why it's not really working with ls here, but it's fine. So let's clear our terminal up. Oh, and additionally, as well as commands, like we said before, you can also open your hard drive. Not physically, obviously, but seeing what's going on inside it command-wise. So, if we go back to our our root directory, and then we go ls and we go ls again, we have this little file called dev. This is where our hard drive lives, really, and other stuff, but you don't need to focus on that for now. So let's go let's do cd dev, and then let's list the contents of dev. Oh, whoa, there is a bunch of stuff, isn't there, right? But there may be a bunch of stuff, but the thing we're going to focus on are these little things. SDA and SDA1. These are what your main hard drives would look like what they would be listed as. You can also have them as different. You can also have them written differently, but for now, let's stick with this. There is different ways to write them as well. So if we're right again, we should be able to open this hard drive. So if we do cat SDA, we should get all that little data we got just like ls before. So, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, BOM! Oh, hang on, permission denied. Why do we think we got denied our permission? This is a good learning moment, actually. We got denied permission because in Linux, you've actually got to ask nicely to do things sometimes. In order to do that, you use the command called sudo. This command stands for super user do, and it's pretty much Linux's way of saying please do this. In order to cat SDA, we've got to ask nicely with a sudo command. So sudo cat SDA. So now we've got administrative privileges to open up our hard drive. So we've ran that. Let's enter our password. And whoa! We're getting all this data again. How do we make it stop? There's so much. Well, in order to make it stop, you press Control C. There you go. Whoa, there is. It's madness. But yeah, that was wow. It's a lot of data because obviously your hard drive's constantly running, right? So this is just live data. Well, that's that video done. So, thank you for watching this video, and I'll make sure to upload more. Thank you very much. Bye bye.